Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's the next move? Let's find out in the charts here, shall we? Wow, Bitcoin has exploded up and broken out. Where's it going to next? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. Hey, my name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Man, how you guys doing out there? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. Wow, man, we're going to do this quick and easy. Man, this show is going to be lots of fun. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and all that good stuff. Oh boy, Bitcoin has broken out of long term. Like, we've been going like sideways. For most of you guys, we're like, no, this doesn't mean anything. Because you've been so used to this, almost this trend of like not, anything below 30,000 or around 40,000, sorry. Around 40,000, you're like, oh, it's nothing, man. It's like a stable coin. Nothing's going on. Well, we're going to talk about really what could potentially happen now that we've broken out of a downward spiral, which was quite scary. All right, let's get on to it then. Okay, as you can see, we had a trade where I mentioned on several episodes back. So it's broken out, and if you're taking that trade, you're up exactly as predicted, right? Yes, you saw some serious scare tactics here as they tried to, try to scare you out of your positions. Whether you took the trade right at this wick here or down here, right? It was a scary time for you, and hopefully you didn't get shaken out. As you can see, this finally went higher because you know what? It could have been a failed move. It was a fast move the other opposite direction. You have to accept it if it does. No trading technique will give you 100% results. Remember that. If somebody says I'm going to give you 100% results, they are lying, and so you do not go to that person if they're going to give you 100% results on every single trade, because that does not happen. It does not happen. And I think a lot of people are looking for that. And so that doesn't even happen on the Rockin Brainers indicator here. As you can see at the top here, it gave you a sell signal right up to here as it broke out. Gave you a sell signal. That was not appropriate sell signal. So you have to understand that no indicator is going to give you the right signal. You could have taken the buy signal down here and just gotten even more profits, so that this way you could have been setting your stops to break even if you took the Rockin Brainer indicator. So make sure that you head over and get the Rockin Brainer indicator, learn a little bit about where things are going to, where you could buy, when you could sell, because it's not every single buy and sell that indicates that you're supposed to be buying and selling. And so you become a part of a group, right? A Telegram group that these people can actually help you, right? Buy and sell with the Rockin Brainer indicator. So check it out, right? Payments, you can buy 1 month or buy a whole year subscription on payments.rockinbrainer.io. Okay, one more thing. I would like to know in the description below, do you guys want to buy this with a credit card, this particular Rockin Brainer indicator with a credit card? If you do, you know what, mention it in the comment section below. Alrighty, I'm going to turn this off right now because it gets a little busy, as it already is busy. And we're going to talk about where the target is. So assuming that Bitcoin does not come back down to this lower track, which it shouldn't, it might come all the way back to the breakout level and retest that breakout level. So you should not set your stops to break even at this point. Basically, you should set your stops to break even. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Yeah, maybe it should be already set to break even because if we do a 1-to-1, we are already, yes, at the 50% mark. So yeah, let's do the stops to break even, right? Probably going to retest there, so you might have to accept that. If you do set your stops to break even, and then see where it goes from there. Heading over the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. See if Yeah, looks like on the 4 hour. I'm gonna remove this now because we know where we're gonna we're gonna set the stop to break even. It's obviously at the breakout point, which is at the 39,142. You can see that the 13 EMA is right at that level. So that's a good sign. That means that we're above the 13 EMA. We need to stay above that 13 EMA to continue going higher. Let's take a look at the 200 period moving average of the 13 EMA. Is it actually on here? Let's just enable that. Most likely we're going to come up to this 200 period moving average at the very least before we can decide where we're going to go. And you know that's approximately where the target is. So you know, you could either move your stop to 50%, right? Or, you know, 50%, or take profits completely at that level. The target that we're looking for is the $42,591 approximately. That's where you want to, you know, okay, I'm going to take most of it off the table, if not all, because hey, this thing should go all the way up to the top of the range, which is like approximately $50,000, right? Where we could see Bitcoin at around $50,000 before we see a reversal back down. That would be a beautiful thing, especially if we did this nonstop, right? Up here, down here, up there, to really chop people out and really get people disinterested. It's another way for us to have a bear market is to go have sideways action, is to just be in a range. This is another means of having a bear market in the market in general, because price can be consolidated through price. An asset can consolidate through price, meaning prices could go down and then, you know, go down, and that's a consolidation. Or through time, meaning that it just stays relatively in a certain tight range and it goes through time for a long time and that range. And that's the same effect, basically, as a bear market. Okay, so yeah, we got this one exactly as predicted. Let's head over to, if you want to trade this, right? If you want to know how to trade this, you can trade this at bybit.davincij15.com. Make sure you head over there and get your bonus, right? And if you don't want a bonus, right, you don't care about bonuses, you could always just open up an account there and buy Bitcoin, buy other assets, buy other crypto. Because there's a lot of crypto that you could actually buy at Bybit. So make sure you buy your crypto at bybit.davincij15.com. That's bybit.davincij15.com. Okay, let's head over and take a look at Ethereum. Again, we told you where this where we should be buying here. Right, that's right at this level here, which is at the $2,882 level approximately. That's where the breakout is. You could have bought that here and just, you know, suffered through a little bit of a craziness, but you can see that it bounced off of a trend line that I had drawn for a long time here, and I thought it was going to hold that one, but it didn't, and it broke through, and then it decided to come back in and stay in that trend, and then boom, out of it. So it's interesting how that worked out, right? And now we're breaking higher. So our target for Ethereum, of course, is approximately the top of this range, downward trend, which is at the approximately $3,200. Yeah, $3,200. So, yeah, this is a bonus move here. There's no guarantees from management. Please do your own research, and also, you know, maybe accept 50%. Take half on 50% from this trade here. So if you're trading this long and you're already in it, all right, this is how you go. If you're not in it, you could wait for this to come back to this range, this particular point, this entry point, and buy that entry point. There'll be a lot of resistance there, so make sure you put it a little bit higher than the actual entry point, because they might not be able to get, you might not be able to get a fill, because a lot of people will be doing that. Maybe you do a 2% drop here. You did a 2% drop as your stop loss. Your target is approximately 2 to 1 at first. and then you try to see if it could go the rest of the route. So you see there's a resistance level at $3,000. So make sure that you set your stop loss up to either break even or to 50% should we get up to that area, or you take all profits and then you see how far you can go. See, if you take all profits, then you won't see how far you can go then. But if you did set your stops to break even or 50%, you can see how far you can go. And then if you didn't, right, just take profits and walk away. Say happy man. Okay, made money. Next trade. That's always just as good as trying to gamble and seeing how far you can go. Okay. Heading back to Bitcoin to just tell you again. Once again, if you want to jump in on this trade, right, and you're interested in jumping on a trade, you wait for the $39,200, just maybe a little bit higher than that, and see if you can get in on that trade. If not, then you should look for any kind of W's in the market on the lower time frame, because now we've gone into a positive range, hopefully, right? Because it's still undecided, but most likely that right now we're most likely going higher, most likely, right? So there's no guarantees, but it's most likely going higher. And same with Ethereum. Okay, nothing much going on the Bitcoin bubbles, but we have the beautiful breakdown of the alts from this upward movement, and hopefully it comes back down to this this level and smashes through. So if it smashes through, we're probably going to break all the way down to the 39%, and then we get to retest that 39%. You can see that if we draw out the pole here, you can see that is the most likely scenario. So if we take this and go here to this top, right, you can see we can come close to the 39%. So most likely we're going to touch the 39%. Should we break down, that would be sweet victory. And let's just see if that happens. No guarantees with management, but I think if we break the 39%, it's just going to be like the bottom from on Bitcoin when it comes to against the alts, and we're going to have like a massive, glorious alt season if we get through the 39%. That's only if we get through the 39%. Will we get that amazing alt season? Okay, let's head over to, and we want this alt season to occur, because you know what, if you're doing the little lady strategy, right, you can actually profit in Bitcoin, priced in Bitcoin, right, not priced in dollars. Don't do that. And if you want to learn that, you can head over to the DaVinciCodes.net/videos to get free videos on how to do the little lady strategy and double up your Bitcoins, because that's what you want, more Bitcoins, not more dollars. All right, and why do you want more Bitcoins? Well, Bitcoin's going to be the money, period. It's going to be the money. Now, I used to say back in the days, gold and silver are money and nothing else. I used to say that, and I did that even when I knew that Bitcoin would eventually be the money, but it's just that it was just too much for people to absorb, to believe at the time. And so I had to continue with that gold and silver theme, that hey, gold and silver is money and nothing else. And that would have been true, right? If Bitcoin was not invented, it still would have maintained its truth, because the reason why is because gold and silver has been the fallback money every time we've used fiat money, and it's collapsed. So with that said, it was basically the money. Basically, nothing else was the money except Bitcoin. However, times have changed. A new invention is in town. It's shown its durability, and it's real. So make sure that you're a part of it. Thanks for watching.